Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma of My Psychic One. Let's do your weekly reading for Virgo for the week of December 29th through January 4th. Welcome to 2020. Somebody said roaring 20s, and I love that. Somebody said we better be doing it up like the Great Gatsby, and I thought that was adorable. So let's take a look and see what's going on for you guys upcoming this week. All right, here we go, Virgo. First thing that comes up for you is the Hierophant. Teaching, learning, you're on the move as well. The Hierophant has to do with someone pulling the strings, though, as sometimes. It also references teaching, higher education, and college, etc. Seven of Coins, you're crossing bridges somehow. We also have the Moon card. The Tower, holy shit, you guys have 4 major cards right out the gate. So the Tower card means your foundation is being shaken, and that's okay. Because usually when the Tower card comes, it lets us know what foundation remains. And when we do that, we have a tendency to take a look and see at what's serving us, right? So that's the marriage or the job or, the house or moving or things that change so that we can really see what's serving us. I do see that you're struggling with this, though. The Lover's card tells us there's imbalance, and that's a struggle. It's a power struggle between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. This is you talking yourself into and out of your next phases, and the Moon card has to do with fear. It also has to do with mapping, like taking a good long look. And that's pretty generalized, something that happens to all of us around the first of the year. Because we sit here and we go, where were we? Where are we going? And that's the epitome of the Moon card in general. It talks about us taking a good long look, because in this card here, she's got the Pisces and the Moon, the 2 fishes, the yin and yang, and she's looking back at where she came from. And she's like, okay, I'm here now. And I'm standing between these 2 pillars of knowledge and the fountain here. And the crab is fear. And that has to do with you picking things apart and looking too closely at details and wondering, like, what did I do? What can I do next? And trying to figure out the great mysteries of life. Another major card. You guys got the majors big time. Look at this. The Chariot, the Judgment. You guys really got it going on. You're looking for internal balance. Really, truly. When I was talking to my mentor today, Jonathan, he was saying, I was saying how people aren't looking for religion, they're looking for connection, and that has to come from within. You can only meet people as deeply as they've met themselves. So how deeply are you finding people to be in your life? Like, what's that relationship look like? And just know that you're completely responsible for that. Now, some people may not meet you there, but that's a good thing for you to know too. And maybe you don't have the support you think you had. 2 of Cups, internal balance, Judgment. There's a lot of pressure going on. This is the 3-headed dragon. This is where you're really rubber meets the road kind of thing. And you're just asking yourself, like, what's next? The Chariot card, though, that references travel and move. So if you're traveling out of the country, or you have travels coming up, or getting ready to shake things up, within your home, the Chariot card has to do with travel. But we do have the 7 of Coins, and that's moving. So I don't know if you're moving from your home or your office or moving rooms in the house, but I do see the 4 of Cups, which is you being exponentially more social than you have been, and the King of Cups, which is mastery of your emotions. The 3 of Wands references you having some pressure coming on. Again, that's kind of a minor to the Judgment card, but this one here has to do with gossip, criticism, people watching you, and there's a deep-seated fear of messing up. Like, you're afraid that if I screw this up, everybody's going to see me screw up. But here's what's true. I think it was Albert Einstein that said, it took me 300 tries to make the light bulb, but I learned 299 ways not to do it. So I knew for sure that wasn't the way. And that's kind of been a little bit of my journey lately too, was trying to find the right team to build with. They either didn't have the same vision as I did, or I was just collaborating with what fit the most instead of what fit perfectly. And I just stayed committed to finding what works best for me. And it wasn't until I found the exact match to what my vision looked like that I committed to partnering with individuals. Okay. I had to learn the hard way. Not everybody who wants to go on the train with you really wants to drive it in the same direction. They're going to get off at different stops, and that's okay. My God, you got another major card. You have the Fool. I was pretty, instead of the Wands here, I was expecting you to have the Magician. But you have the Queen of Swords, just like Cancer did, and that's walking away from things that don't serve you. For those of you on the cusp, you can see here that the Queen of Swords tells us that you are definitely saying never again to certain situations, and you're not buying that ride again. You're like, okay, did that, I'm good, let's move on. We do have the Ace of Wands. This is where you're coming up on using your skill set. The Ace of Wands has to do with you playing with, hey, I can do this. I maybe not have done it before, but I know I can, and trusting yourself. Trust comes from within. We have the Fool card, which tells us that you're up on opportunity beyond measure. Sub-zero. This is crossroads, decision-making, planning, taking the leap. Are you going to leap, Virgo? Are you going to trust yourself? Because here's what's true. When I did ayahuasca in September, there was this big feeling. Everyone was saying, oh, watch out for this, watch out for that. And I was like, no, no, no. There isn't anything within here that can harm me. And so I know I'm going to have a good experience because I've done the work. So here, the Fool card, you know, it's like, can you leap because you trust yourself? I think you can. Let's pull some cards from the Mystic Dreamer and see what your relationships are looking like. If you want a one-on-one with me, you know how to do it. KarmaOnDeck.com, where you can find me on My Psychic One, among other places. Let's take a look and see what your relationships are looking like. Now, this isn't just strictly your love and lovers. This is in general. So let's take a look and see, and let's pick out what congruencies occur between the first deck and this one. First thing that comes up, Eight of Wands, Two of Wands, Queen of Swords. So are you being bitchy? Queen of Swords is you attacking first. Queen of Swords is you having an attitude. Queen of Swords is also drawing the line in the sand and saying never again. Okay, so we had the Queen of Swords in the other deck. There's one congruency. Two of Wands is indecision, or sometimes it can reference you juggling more than one thing or being indecisive. The Eight of Wands is a little bit of fatigue, you putting it out there. This is you pulling the arrow back and letting go, and you're just like, I've already put my effort out there when it comes to relationships. The Seven of Swords references someone having, you know, taking things that don't belong to them, or, you know, just taking opportunities as they come. Ten of Cups, sometimes the Ten of Cups is perfect. That's your fantasy. That's Disneyland. That's perfection, you know, buying in. You want things to be perfect. Sometimes we can get that, sometimes we can't. Depends on the situation and circumstances. Ten of Cups also references fallacy. This is where you have something that is so looks good on the outside, or looks good on paper, or it's that contract you sign from Massage Envy and never take yourself in to get a massage. It looks good, but am I ever really going to use it? So be careful that you're not buying into a fantasy when it comes to people. Are you painting the picture of someone as they truly are, or are you painting an image of what you expect from them? I do see the Queen of Wands. Watch out for being materialistic and using your relationships as a commodity. People have feelings. So are you saying, well, this friend is good for going to lunch with, this friend is good to vent to, but are you giving back in equal measure? Are you giving back what's given to you? Sometimes the Queen of Wands can be a little bit shallow and arrogant. I do see the Six of Swords in being things getting a little bit easier for you. Hello, Jameson. He is snoring like a cow. He had a bath today. So he's a little bit extra fluffy and loving. There he goes. Nope, now he got quiet. Oh, there he is. Anyways, Queen of Cups is telling us that sometimes you're feeling a little bit over emotional. If we get the last one, you're going to be well balanced. But we have the Queen of Cups, which is emotional, cranky, materialistic. Sometimes these can be good as well, because the Queen of Cups tells us that we're being loving and inward focused, and it's also a sense of giving. However, I am seeing some balance coming to you from in your relationships. However, don't idealize your relationships. We do have the Five of Cups, which tells us that you're not enjoying what's in front of you because you have this ideal in your head, as I was saying. So, like, start taking a good look at your relationships when it comes to that. I do see the Three of Wands, which is you watching. You're expecting people or things to, you're watching to see what they're going to do and what's going to happen next. I do see the Page of Wands, which is sometimes that can be impulsive at work, or impulsive with others. Are you waiting for others to make the first move before you like fully sign up? But here's what's true. When you dive in with both feet, you can always walk away and say, I did my part. But if you sit and play emotions, relationships as a chess game, that's what you're going to get, as a chess move back. The Sun card is having to do with celebration, so I am seeing a bunch of celebration for you with relationships. You're being very decisive about your relationships right now. Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords. And like I said, watch out for not going deeper. I hope that didn't sting too much, but let's pull a card for you from Divination of the Ancients and see what's up for you. I hear my fat boy snoring. I love it. It used to embarrass me, but now I think it's cute. So now he has a fan page, Jameson Chronicles of Doggo to a Psychic. He's got a lot more followers than I do. Mystical Clouds. I love that. Clouds. Mystical. Let's see what's up for mystical. A wonderful gateway has opened up for you, and you are experiencing mystical occurrences. Is that true for you? You'll have to let me know, Virgo. Do not discount these encounters as mere figments of your imagination. What you are witnessing is very real. So use your natural and physical gifts to explore these esoteric realms. Allow the images you will see in the sky above and loving voices you hear to gently guide you. As you become a visionary, you will experience the elation of connecting with the supernatural. That's how I feel about meditation. It's like my favorite thing now that I really get it. It took me a year to like really get like the value of meditation. At first, I thought meditation was going to be all about like chilling out and just taking some space for myself and finding some inner peace. But once I really started to get it right and my third eye opened up and I started to see and hear and experience things and learn and get more downloads, it's my favorite thing. I look forward to it. Ooh, I get to meditate. So it says you will experience the elation of connecting with the supernatural. Free yourself from worry. Find peace of mind through meditation. There it is. And journey with your guides and angels and release control as you float into altered consciousness and defy laws of the physical. It is so cool. Meditation is so cool. So many people aspire to a state of nirvana. You are on your way there. And here's your incantation for the week. A mystical kingdom exists in my mind. I seek the signs in the clouds, and there I shall find a touch and a whisper, the call of my name, as the clouds lift me higher, and there I shall reign. Your imagination is key. So like I was saying, altered consciousness, it's the shit. It's amazing. I love it. So journey with your guides and angels. It is so cool. Once you get meditation right, and I should do a video on how to do the meditation. What I learned was valuable and what my stumbling block was. But anyways, that's your reading, Virgo. Happy New Year. Catch me on the flip side. Like I said, subscribe, share. Let me know how you feel your reading went. And I will catch you guys on the live. See you next year. Roaring 20s.